Hello folks, today I'm going to start the first of the prospecting videos. I want to go over just a little bit of the basics and how you can test your skills as a gold panner and test your pan, have a little more confidence in it, and find out whether or not you're doing it right. So to do that, you need to know a couple of things. First off is how a gold pan actually works. So the basics of it is that it works on gravity. The gold is heavy and heavier than anything else in the pan, so the gold will sink to the bottom. When you tip it up, when you're panning, you want to keep this angle here, this V like that. When you tip it down, you want to keep the edge of the pan higher than this crease right here. And that'll hold the gold right into the bottom of that crease and keep it from getting out. It really, people make a big deal out of this. It's really pretty hard to lose gold out of a gold pan once you get the technique down. You can rely on all sorts of gimmicks and things, and there's big deep riffles, there's some of them have little sluice boxes on the side of the gold pan and all sorts of things, but you're really better off to learn the technique of it rather than rely on gimmicks. So let's get started. Alright, the first thing you need, of course, is a gold pan. You don't have to have a classifier, but a classifier will make life a lot easier. What this is I just took they sell them commercially, I just took a gold pan, drilled a bunch of holes in it, and this works as a screen. That way you don't have to pick out all the bigger rocks as you go. Let me throw a little gravel in here quick. Now we have big water dirt in here, some big rocks and things. I need to move the camera. Alright, so what you do to start with is break up, this has a lot of clay in it. You break up as much of the clay and the dirt, get these sticks and things out of here as you can. Few of the bigger rocks. Okay, the classifier comes in by being able to shake this around and get this stuff all loosened up and out of here. There's a lot of clay in it here, but a lot of times the gold is stuck in the clay, so you want to make sure and break that up really well. Get rid of the big rocks. Okay, then take a quick look through what's left. Make sure there's no big nuggets in there, which is really rare anyway. But some areas have them. We don't have many here. Dump them out. So what you got left is this here. I missed a few rocks, they overflowed. Get rid of those bigger rocks. We got a bunch of fine sand and maybe a little gold, who knows. Okay, so you get to this point. If you want to test your equipment, test your abilities here, practice gold panning. You can do this at home or up in the hills. It's a good way to test your sluice box too. You can put a few of these little lead shot into your pan or into the top of your sluice box and see if you get them back. Now, The way they measure the weights and compare them to different minerals is specific gravity. Lead is 11 times heavier than the same amount of water would be. So it has a specific gravity of 11. Gold is 19 times heavier than the same amount of water. So it's got a specific gravity of 19. So double lead would be 22. Gold is 11, so gold is 19, I mean. So gold is not quite as heavy as twice what lead is. So knowing that, if you take some of these little lead shot out of a shotgun shell, count them, make sure you know how many's in there. Let's see, I'm just going to put 3 in there. You know there's 3 lead pellets in this can of gold, and can of gravel. I'm just going to dump those right on in there, mix them in. Okay, so if I can get those back, then you know I'm not losing any gold, and you can test how you're doing in that way. If you can find that lead shot, you can find a piece of gold that's half the size of that lead shot. So let's get started. You want to settle everything that's heavy into the bottom of the pan. By doing that, you just shake it back and forth. Again, throw out the bigger rocks. Shake everything down to the bottom. Okay, now you want to shake everything heavy into that V by tipping the back of your pan up a little bit. Don't worry about the stuff that slops over the top because it's light. It's not gold. Okay, then take and wash off that top layer. Same action as the beach does with waves. Throw out the big rocks. There's some more clay. Just break that up. Okay. Shake, 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 and then dip. You want to watch the top of your pan right here. If there's any black sand showing up there, back off a little, shake it some more, and then wash off the top layer again. You're stratifying it, where the heavy stuff is now in the bottom of that V over here. The light stuff rose to the surface. You don't need, like I said, big deep riffles in a gold pan. You don't need all the gimmicks. You just need the technique down. But the more you practice that, really the better off you'll be. Don't get into a big hurry, but you don't need to spend all day with it either. Like I said, it's actually pretty hard to lose gold out of a gold pan. Just remember, a few dips, and shake it some more. Work the pan on down till you get very little left. Throw out the big rocks. And keep working that pan down, little at a time. When you get down to where there's not much left, you want to slow down just a little bit, be a little more careful, less water flowing in and out. There should be some black sand showing up. I don't know, I didn't dig down very deep in that. That was my first shovelful here, so there might not be very many black sands. You get down to a couple of spoonfuls probably left. Put a little water in your pan and swirl it around a little bit just to see what there is. Okay, there's 2 of my 3 shot, and there's the 3rd one. There's one there, one there, and one there. I don't know if you can see that or not. They're right there. So if there was gold in that pan, I wouldn't have lost it. Let's dip out some more here. See how far you can get down here before those pellets move. And you got to remember too that most of your placer gold is going to be flattened out from crashing between rocks and things. Where this lead shot's round, it's going to roll a lot easier. Okay, so I've washed out pretty much everything. Oh, my back's getting hurt. Pretty much everything except for those 3 pellets. So anyway, that's how you can pan for gold and practice at home, even in this area where you don't have any gold. If you're going on vacation someplace, and this is a great way to learn. And it's a good way to test your equipment. You don't need fancy equipment. This is a simple thing that works on gravity. It's really pretty hard to lose any gold out of your pan. Anyway, I hope you liked that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and better yet, subscribe. I need more subscribers if I can get them. I'm going to set my sluice box up here on the creek and run it for a little while and see what I can come up with. Maybe find some real gold instead of lead pellets. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day and get out there and hit them creeks. There's gold in these here hills. Bye.